Hi, and welcome to the Whole Self Club, where we promote balanced living. I'm Vic. Nice to meet you. Thank you for being here. Today, I'll give you my review on the book Everything I Know About Love by Dolly Alderton. This book was a Sunday Times bestseller, and it was all over TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, podcasts, everything. It also became a BBC series in 2022. In my opinion, the hype is justified. It's honest, vulnerable, funny, and Dolly's writing is really powerful. If you don't know already, she's a British journalist, author, columnist, and screenwriter. For me, this memoir is about womanhood. I don't think I can describe it better than its own synopsis, so here it goes. It is a book about growing up, growing older, and navigating all kinds of love along the way. Dolly tells you about falling in love, wrestling with self-sabotage, finding a job, throwing a socially disastrous Rod Stewart themed house party, getting drunk, getting dumped, realizing that Ivan from the corner shop is the only man you have ever been able to rely on, and finding that your friends are always there at the end of every messy night out. It's a book about bad dates, good friends, and above all else, about recognizing that you and you alone are enough. What a ride this book was. I admit it took me a while before I could relate to her. Her upbringing and her background is very different from mine. She's from the UK. She lived in a small town until she moved away from college. As a young girl, she went to an all-girls Catholic school. Also, she's older than me, so sometimes I don't understand the references. And also, as she is British, sometimes I don't understand the cultural references. That's okay. I still like hearing about her childhood, her teenage years. These are only told briefly because the focus of this memoir is the things that she lived between being 20 and 28. By reading the synopsis and hearing what other people have to say, you think, oh, but this is a book about her memories. Yeah, of course, it is her memoir, but it's not only about her. It's very much about her friends, how her life is intertwined with her friends' lives. It's not only about the good days of being 20, not only about living with your mates, getting pedicures and manicures, watching movies and talking about boys. It's not. It's also about the ugly part. Being jealous, being heartbroken, partying too much to hide something that is deep inside you, fighting with your friends, ending friendships. It's about not feeling like you're good enough. It's about being sick, struggling with mental health. She touched on many subjects that are really important to me, many subjects that I only talk about with my closest friends in a cozy environment. And as I read, I thought, I have been there, my friends have been there. One of the things that really resonated with me was when she talked about changing your personality to please people, to be accepted, and also feeling like everyone's lives are great and fun and everybody's partying at the time except you. When she was living that, social media was not what it is today, and she still had FOMO. Then you imagine how I feel seeing everybody's Instagram stories and stuff. I also loved how she challenged the idea that it's only fun if it's done in the AM, if it has lots of alcohol, and you have to see the sunrise. You have to be with a lot of people you don't know and one night stands just to feel like you're alive. Is it fun or fear of missing out? I feel like the media really feeds that narrative into us. There is nothing wrong with liking partying. There is nothing wrong with drinking alcohol if that's your vibe. But you are doing what you're doing because you want it or because you feel like you have no choice. Because you feel like if you don't do that, people won't like you. And there's also many questions like, who am I without all of the partying? Do I even like partying? What do I even like? Do people like me or they just want to keep me around because I do silly stuff when I'm drunk? And like I said, it's not about stop partying. It's about being in places where you want to be. Being parties that make you feel good, that play the song you want to hear. Not just places you think everybody is. Not just places that are very expensive. Places you think you have to be accepted by others. Not that. Because seeking external validation can come in many forms and shapes. It can come in being desperate to have friends, of course, and partying, but it can also come in the form of romantic relationships, in the form of looking for attention, on feeling like you're only valuable if you have a romantic partner or a one night stand, a situationship, the whole instant gratification that being with somebody romantically or sexually brings. I loved her take on how romantic relationships and friendships are mutually affected. I think navigating in your 20s is wild. I mean, Some people will travel the world, some people will focus on their career, some people will work shitty jobs just to get by. Some people will stay single until their 30s, some people will get married at 23, some people will have kids, some people won't have kids. Sometimes you don't understand when your friends start dating and you don't. Like, what is wrong with me? I think she really manages to capture that feeling. That is why I was so drawn for this book. And maintaining friendships through all of that change is very hard. It is a conscious effort, really, and something that both people have to do, or multiple people if you're talking about a big friend group. So it really becomes rare to see people who met in college still being friends in their 50s. But it happens. It can happen. You just have to really fight for it. Like she says herself, no matter what we lose, no matter how uncertain and unpredictable life gets, some people really do walk next to you forever. But overall, this book is really about discovering yourself and exploring the ugly parts of yourself that you don't show to the people you love because you're too afraid they will leave you, and coming to terms with it, really. Because you're not just one thing. You are every little thing. You are every little experience. You are every interaction, every heartbreak, every hobby, every book you read, every interest, every Reddit deep dive. You are the whole self, if I may. There are so many quotes I love. There are so many things I wish I could talk about, but I don't want to spoil anything for you because, yeah, it's a non-fiction book. Yeah, it's a memoir, but it's not just about the insights that Dolly brings for us. It's about the journey that she went through to get this insight, the journey she went through to become the person who wrote this memoir. And I don't want to spoil her train of thought. So I really think you should read and draw your own conclusions. Maybe you like, maybe you don't like. Here's a quote for you. I don't need a dazzling, charismatic musician to write a line about me in a song. I don't need a guru to tell me things about myself I think I don't know. I don't need to cut all of my hair off because a boy told me it would suit me. I don't need to change my shape to make myself worthy of someone's love. I don't need any words or looks or comments from a man to believe I'm visible, to believe I'm here. I don't need to run away from discomfort and into a male eyeline. That's not where I come alive because I am enough. My heart is enough. The stories and the sentences twisting around my mind are enough. I am fizzy and frothy and buzzing and exploding. I am bubbling over and burning up. I am enough. I am enough. Hi everyone, I'm editing and I realized that this part's audio is messed up. What I'm saying is this was one of the best books that I read in 2024 and I absolutely recommend that you read it. I made a full video with all of my recommendations. If you want to check that out, it's here in my channel and it's linked in the description. Have you read Dolly's book? Are you planning to? I would love to hear your thoughts. Let's talk in the comments. If you are planning to read it, I have an Amazon link below for this and all of the books that I mentioned. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye.